Hey all, welcome to the CIOPCC, the Crawford Institute of Pop Culture Collectibles, or as I like to call it, the Institute. So, today we're going to be doing one of our top 10 lists, and this is going to be Ghostbusters action figures. Now, a lot of companies have done Ghostbusters action figures, so there are a lot to choose from. 5 different companies will get highlighted in mine today, and I have most of mine, 95% of them, on 2 shelves here. So, not going to have to do as much walking around this time as some of these top 10 lists. I'm going to start with one of the Mattel figures. They did a great series of Ghostbusters. I have a ton of them. And this is Zool. I still have her package. Obviously, this is Dana as Zool. And she's on the altar, the sacrificial altar there that was up on the roof. This is pretty much a statue that was unusual, really, for the Mattel and Ghostbusters figures. Most of them are pretty well articulated, but this one I thought they did was one of the nicest ones they did, less cartoony than some of the other ones. And actually my favorite of the Dana as Zool figures, there was another one from Diamond Select and another one from Mattel, as I recall, and they were both not nearly as nice as this one. So that's number 10. Now we're going to go and we're going to look at one of the Diamond Select figures right here, Egon. This is, of course, from Real Ghostbusters. You can see they've got together there, including the Slimer. Those are all from Real Ghostbusters. But to me, I thought it was the Egon that they really crushed in that set. I love the way they managed to capture the goofy hair. And it was just, it's just great to get Real Ghostbusters figures, which we just don't get very often. So now, number 8, I'm going to have to go for a little walk, because there are a few of my Ghostbusters that are in other areas. Some of the Mattel 12-inch are in another area. And of course, the Mezco, another company, third one so far, did their own series in the 112 Collective. Now, you could pick any one of these 4 for my number 8 spot. It's really the costuming and the accessories that I'm getting them on here. The sculpts weren't as good as some other ones, but the costumes are terrific in a 6-inch scale. They really look great. And I'm going to go with Ray here with that surprised look on his face. So he's going to get my number 8 thanks to his great costuming and accessories. All right, we can go back over to the double shelves over here that have all the rest of the Ghostbusters. We won't have to walk around anymore. And we're going to look at number 7 from Mattel. This is going to be a big one. It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Again, a character that were any number of different versions from different companies, and the same companies did multiple versions. This one, he's kind of soft and squishy. They did him as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. You can see he looks great with their 6-inch scale figures. Really fun. As well as standing next to that Firehouse set, which he's kind of in scale with Playmobil. So, there is my number 7, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. NECA did plenty of figures as well. Well, actually, I lied. They didn't do very many. They only did 4, I think 4. But they did do the Gozer, and there's been several versions of her. You know, Diamond Select here, they did a version. Mattel did a version. But let's face it, the NECA version, even though it's kind of a static sculpt, you're not going to get a lot of posing out of it. It's a little larger, it's kind of formidable looking, and it had way better paint applications than either of the other two. So the NECA Gozer gets my number 6 spot. I'm going to walk around to this side and look at one of the ghosts. I mean, it is Ghostbusters. You'd think there'd be some ghosts on the list here, and I'm going to put the cab driver who's hiding around the corner here. He's going to get the number 6 or the number 5 spot. This guy is from Diamond Select. They did a great job on him. He's nice and creepy looking. Came with some good accessories. So he'll get the number 5 spot, and the number 4 spot will go to another ghost, also from Diamond Select. This one is the library ghost, flying through the air, screaming and creeping you out right at the beginning of the movie. So that's number 4. Now we get into the top 3. I know you're excited. NECA is going to take number 3 with the Terror Dogs. These had light up eyes, which also adds to it, and the sculpts on them are way more detailed than the sculpts we got from other companies with their Zool and Vins later on. So these ones, I really, really love these 2 figures. heads are slightly different. You'll notice the horns. That's why there was 2 of them. And they get my number 3. NECA also gets my number 2. And that's because while they didn't do very many figures, every one of them they did was outstanding. And there you go. Number 2 is their version of the Slimer. The stand looks great. Everybody else just did a clear stand. They did that creepy, gross slime stand. And they also did such a much more detailed and extreme sculpt on this guy. Whereas everybody else tended to be a little less, a little softer in their sculpt. He's also bigger. He fits in nicely with the 7-inch scale. So there's number 2. Who's going to be number 1? Oh, come on. You know it has to be one of the Blitzway figures. Come on. And you could have put any one of the 4 on there. Easy peasy. They're all fantastic. All 4 of them. But for me, I went with Egon again. I think they did a marvelous job with this sculpt. The glasses look great. Of course, he's got all the same terrific accessories as the rest of them and the great outfit. And for me, out of the Blitzway set, which is a tremendous set that everybody should get, he's the easy winner. So there's my 10. Those are my 10 favorite Ghostbuster figures. 5 different companies represented. Which are your favorites? Let me know. And until Wednesday, when we do another favorite collection, have a great week.